I'm going to do something that I very rarely do. I'm going to be honest with all of you. I am not a good person. I'm not. I like to pretend that I am, but I know that I am a drunkard and a lout and a horrific human being. But I think that's why the game Disco Elysium works so well. This is not a story about a good person. This is a story about a very relatable person caught up in absolutely the worst circumstances that any of us can imagine. And I have constantly told myself that I will inevitably do a Let's Play of this game at some point, that I will film all of this for the channel, I will do something. And I keep pausing. And I think the reason for that has to do with the fact that I know what kind of person I am. And I am very afraid that if I start pursuing this game, I'm going to get emotional playing the game. Because I relate to Harry Dubois quite a bit. I am very quickly approaching middle age. I am very quickly reaching the point of kind of no return with my life. And I feel like my entire life has been one of me attempting to survive the circumstances that have been given to me. When I originally played this game, I was so overcome with emotion that I really didn't know which way to proceed forward. I want to do that for all of you, though. I feel like sharing this journey with all of you is incredibly important. And I hope that the game speaks to you like it did me. So, without further delay, everybody, hi, I'm Jack. This is Disco Elysium. Probably the best computer role-playing game of the last decade. And now, we are going to think about what we are going to do. Here we are with our archetype. We can create our own, but I definitely think that we need to lean more into the pre-established archetypes, and all of this, of course, can change as time goes on, as we play the game, and as we explore Harry as a person. So, we've got the Tinkerer, extremely intelligent, very bad with people, knows interesting facts, come up with original ideas. Sensitive, very psychological, a magnetic personality but unstable, might begin to lose his mind. Physical, extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. I think we're going to play sensitive this route. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. R.S. Thomas. Well, for better or worse, here we go.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever.
I think this is an extremely powerful opening scene for this game, because it reflects Harry's drunkenness and his alcoholism. And as somebody that has struggled with that a majority of their life, there is indeed this deep desire to simply lay in bed and go nowhere. But we can't do that. We have to get up, we have to face the day, we have to remind ourselves that there's people that love us out there. So we're not going to simply keep on non-existing. I'm not going to do that. I want to see Harry win.
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
What was that about the ex-wives?
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
Good. I want to be aware. I want to know more about the X.
Ex-love, ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyssopelagic zone.
No. I'm not going to do that. Regardless of the pain that comes, life is always worth living. Every single fucking day. And if you're lost like me, I don't want any of you to ever forget that.
Do you really?
I do.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
I suppose we did.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
No. I know what's out there, the world and everything in it, and I want to be a part of it. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
You can take it. You're a champion.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
To be so hungover that you forget who you are is a pretty common occurrence.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Wake up, baby boy. The world's out there. Oh, God, Harry. All right, get your bearings. Kick your pants.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Where else would they be?
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere without getting dressed first.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Visual calculus. Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
So it had to be me.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this then?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend.
Yeah, I'd say that makes sense.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can a cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Alright, let's grab the shoe. Find our shirt and get our fucking tie off the goddamn thing. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. The reel-to-reel tape is still playing, rolling on empty. That looks like our shirt. We'll grab that. Get our tie.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained.
As it shouldn't be.
What you have in your hand is a fantastically colourful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Let's
The
stop the fan.
blades come squeaking to a halt.
Alright, let's make our way to the bathroom and see how bad the damage is. Bottles in a bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liquors. Oh, jeez, Harry.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Of course.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man.
Very midnight of the
Suddenly,
soul,
you
huh?
realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
We have a choice between finding out who we are and filling out this character portrait, or living within the hideousness of our own drunken state. The latter is incredibly tempting, but it's not sustainable.
As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
I need to own up to the person that I am.
Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Clearly the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. The face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
And you're a mirror. I'll smile if I damn well please.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
I'm insinuating that I'm vaguely sympathetic. I think I'm sort of pulling it off, too, in a sad has-been kind of way. There's some charm to it.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
I don't think either of these are going to end favorably for us, but let's try and find the source of
Like the
these.
rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
All right, let's leave the mirror. Try and get that other shoes first. And I know some of you are like, isn't Disco Elysium about like politics and stuff? And yes, it is, but from within comes everything else. We ourselves have to be decently well-rounded people before we can submit ourselves to the rigors of the world and everything else. We'll take the pocket change. And go get our shoe, more importantly. This way, Harry. There we are. What? A gust of briny wind washes over you.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet. Good.
How do they
They're
fit?
balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Fair enough. Alright, Harry, let's make our way down. We're way too hungover to be out here. March, the year is 51.
Hello,
51 what?
officer.
Well. Hi.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
No.
What do you mean by officer, then?
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
All this time?
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
I don't want this woman physically, and I don't think Harry's in any position to make that call.
Of course. Be
Take care,
careful,
dear.
officer. They don't like the police around here.
Of course not.
She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Goodbye.
Right. Alright. Let's make our way. Looks like she left a nice stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking.
You should pick that fat, juicy cigarette butt from the tray, light it up, and smoke the living shit out of it.
I don't think that I will. Part of getting better means making choices about our vices that, however tempting they might be, we don't want to do. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Chompley Monday. Who are you? Right, let's find our way around. The speaker is connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics should be.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
Yeah, I think I'm too hungover for that right now.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
I guess you're right.
Through a PA system.
Right.
By other people.
I'd hope not.
Whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
What should I sing? Are we thinking like Slayer or...
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I'd rather sing something that's going to get people dancing.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Right. Let's make our way over to the barkeep.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he's purposely ignoring you.
Let's look at the stuffed bird together then.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean by my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Right. Let's make our way over to that guy then.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Let's just shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
I must be.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Well, if that's the case then, even though I know his name is Harry Dubois, let's come up with something neat.
Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep gold and orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go.
I don't really know my name.
Okay then. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Let's lie. Yeah, I totally have.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
Yes.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
That's fair enough, I think.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
Yeah, let's get
After
moving.
you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
That we should.
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
I agree.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Thank you, tutorial agent. Alright, let's make our way over here.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41? Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
I mean, I do have questions?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Oh, you are such a nice man.
She went away because none of your business.
So Sylvie's missing and you refuse to give up a reason. Interesting.
Extra fine.
What's your fucking problem, dude?
Why would I have a problem with you? You're a hero cop.
You're
Am
being
I? Or
sarcastic.
did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I don't appreciate your tone. This is no way to talk to an officer, or at least somebody pretending to be one.
Oh, it's not.
Control yourself, guard.
You're right, it's not.
He has no respect for you personally, but this man sees himself as a law-abiding citizen, and you a representative of that law.
Let's go.
Yeah. I
Not
think we're
so
done.
fast. You owe me 130 real.
What?
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Why the fuck are you talking to me? I am not that hungover.
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Well, you're not being polite.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
Oh, right.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Right.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Do we feel like getting philosophical, or do we feel like inquiring why we owe that money?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
Oh my. However, 20 bucks a night for a hotel is not bad.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
But what exactly is money?
What are you, a philosopher?
No, I'm just getting my bearings.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Let's not show him our money. It is ours.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Right. What happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Right.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I'm
What's your
sorry I
idea?
couldn't help more. You should take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car, okay? We have to get this investigation started now.
Thank you, Kim.
good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Near.
You don't really know, do you?
No, I don't.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I mean, there's gotta be a way to get back. There's gotta be a place I actually live, right?
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
I don't think that's a bad idea. Alright. We've got this. Let's internalize it, shall we? I guess we're going to think that through. Am I going to keep internalizing that? Right. Okay, I guess we'll work on that when we get a moment. We do have to get home, after all. Is there anything else here we should concern ourselves over? Aside from the sleeping drunk. Let's make our way out. Ah, summer door closed for winter. But of course. Oh, hold on.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
Long enough to not take a drink.
Oh, excuse me. Do you have something better to do than lust for sweet syrupy rum and lemonade? With a twist of lemon? Maybe lime. Maybe who cares? Just rum.
Shut up. All right, here we are. It is winter. There's a lot going on out here. I think we should make our way to the back. Kids, oh, that's a dead body. Right.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Right.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Jesus Christ, the smell.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Cuno!
Let's try.
As you breathe in, the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Let's get closer.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Well, let's start from the top all the way down, I guess.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow.
What kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Okay, then what kind of armor is this, Kim?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages. As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
What happened to the rest of it? Wait, no. How could he afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Looks pretty expensive for a security guard.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Let's knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
What happened to the rest of it?
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days.
Fair enough.
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
The boy?
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil. The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
Yeah, we're not touching those.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Well, let's take a look at the belt now.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
Then what's that?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
So it's a cargo belt from a local brewery on a man that was wearing very expensive armor.
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
So like a harbor?
Yes, it looks like they use whatever was on hand, paying no attention to not incriminating themselves.
They wanted to make sure he stayed here. The polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We're assuming the dock workers from the harbor did it?
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
No, they might have forgotten to brief me.
Then you should ask me the first moment we get.
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart.
Curious.
His corpse is marked by stars.
What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Your fist clenches suddenly.
I'm going to be riddled with disco, damn it.
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is that a map of the night sky?
A map of the stars. I do see some similarity to astronomical charts. Great Century Messinian, maybe. But this seems more particular. Customized somehow.
It's a prison tattoo map, Ken.
I agree.
Pulls down the zipper of his
He
arm.
takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Let's let Kim work.
Shit, Cuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
No, of course, they're just sitting there being urchins.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
I think we will.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter, to us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it?
Sure. Just don't lose it.
I won't, Kim.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by...
Yeah,
His
later.
eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there.
The stare of the dead, judging us from beyond.
Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
So you say?
Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
Let's see if we can get the dead to talk.
I'm gone.
I can see you're gone, but who were you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer.
Is that so?
Takes one to know one.
What do you mean by that, Half-Light? I've got another question for you.
Go ahead, Cobbo.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Coppodromo? I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Then where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
And where is that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you, and you're clearly dead, and I'm still talking to...
It's the power of your...
Right.
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
I'm going to throw you in a fucking paper shredder.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
You know what? Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up, copperoonie rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, Provocopo. It was love all along.
I'd say I could identify with that. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't know, maybe it'll lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, miraculous.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
Right. Right, yeah. Let's get back in the land of the living, okay?
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Alright, let's...
As you narrow your eyes,
take a fucking
the
step
monster
back.
before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink. Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
Alright, let's just relax. We were talking to a dead man. We're obviously out of our mind.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
How do we get him down, Kim?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
The cadaver slowly
Alright. Let's look around a bit. Rickety ladder.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Let's get an exact count.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerged.
Right. Well, let's look over here. The hell is that?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
No, that's clearly a door.
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling. Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material.
Yeah, right. Wait, Harry, which way are you going? No, we're not doing that. Let's go look in the dumpster. I'm sure they were dumb enough to leave something there.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
I feel like there's something in there, Kim.
What do you mean, feel?
It's just a hunch, okay?
Mm-hmm. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage,
Or, Lieutenant?
Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Alright, let's take another look at the corpse.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants.
Let's get him down.
The steel reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We can saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, either of us could do it.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rot, honestly. I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Why?
Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on, literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Fuck yeah, climb that shit, monkeys!
Well, Cuno asked, aren't you just being a joy?
See, you're only making them do those things less.
So we're just going to let the kids bully us into not doing our work? Are you serious?
What I'm proposing is, we save acrobatic tricks as a last resort, after we've tried everything else.
Really, Kim?
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring mulka parts I've ever seen.
Can we get someone else to do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
Well, someone who's below detective.
Someone like a paid garbage man? Or a cleaning crew? I have bad news for you. That is a detective.
Thanks,
I
Ken.
know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Maybe we could shoot him down?
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
The branch is too thick to shoot through, but...
Yes, the buckle, where it ties the cargo belt to the tree. If the shot hits that, then there might be a small chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Cuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Cuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
Let's let Kim choose.
Silence, with his elbow sharp, and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Let's all be quiet while the detective takes a shot.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls.
God damn it.
Yep, goddamn it indeed, Ken.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
Fucking it!
Cuno could have hit it easy, but then Cuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Right. So what now, Kim?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance. I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yes, it does.
Confirmed. It's unsafe. But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt like chicken on a skewer.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping.
They only have one!
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Cuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
You know what? I think the gun is probably stolen.
Extremely unfortunate. You need to contact your station about it as soon as possible. Try not to lose this one, please.
We're not off to a good start. This missing gun business is making your hand tremble.
Take the gun.
Take it, you fucking banana boyka! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Aren't you just a pleasant child?
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
Right.
The fuck are you waiting for, Cuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
Aren't you nice?
Cuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger. The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
That's actually a proper shot, so...
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Let's close our left eye first.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Low chance. Can't be retried. Let's give it back to Ken, though. He's right.
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today. I suggest we go to the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to help us with the body. I would have preferred us not to owe the Union anything. but we clearly cannot do this ourselves. Let's go.
Right. Time to make our way to the harbor and the prime suspect. And I think here is where we're going to stop our first episode for today. Disco Elysium is a very somber, darkly funny, and wonderful game. I have no idea how often I'm going to do these episodes. I feel like I need to be in a proper mood to do it. But if you've enjoyed what you've seen today, please follow me on screen at the link there. And if nobody's told you today, I love you. It can and will get better. Take care of yourself out there, folks.